the boldest drone operation in Ukraine so far. Welcome friends from around the world. If you're new here, we're honored to have you. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Ukrainian drones have struck Russian military facilities over 1,000 kilometers from the border, an attack that reveals just how vulnerable Russia has become. Footage captured on a GoPro shows Ukrainian soldiers bravely stopping a failed attack by a Russian FPV or first-person view drone. Stay tuned for more updates and don't forget to subscribe. July 5, 2025. Ukrainian forces launched one of their longest-range and most significant drone attacks yet. Drones targeted a secret Russian military facility hidden inside a civilian-looking berry warehouse in Cheboksary, the capital of the Chuvash Republic. The site was located over 1,000 kilometers from Ukraine's border, near the city of Kazan. Multiple Ukrainian drones were used in this operation. What exactly happened? Let's rewind to July 4, 2025. As Ukraine's Omega unit approached their frontline positions, enemy forces launched FPV drones at them. Ukrainian soldiers quickly spotted a Kamikaze drone while riding in a vehicle. They reacted immediately and jumped out. The drone hit the vehicle, nearly destroying it. But thanks to their fast response, no one was hurt. The soldiers then sprinted into a nearby forest and took cover, avoiding potential secondary attacks. This incident really highlights just how crucial alertness and fast reactions are for Ukraine's special forces when dealing with drone threats. In another part of the operation, Ukrainian forces identified a bridge heavily used by Russian troops. They successfully destroyed it using drones armed with high-explosive warheads. After that, they continued clearing the area of remaining Russian soldiers. Kamikaze drones played a key role in neutralizing the enemy quickly and effectively. During the same mission, Ukrainian units also destroyed a Starlink satellite communication system used by the Russians. One Russian soldier tried to escape and hide, but a Kamikaze drone found his position and killed him with a powerful blast. In June 2025, Ukraine's 425th Separate Assault Battalion Skala identified a Russian military presence in the Donetsk region. They set up ambushes using FPV Kamikaze drones. After quietly observing, they struck with surprise attacks, taking out enemy troops using both reconnaissance and attack drones. Recon drones relayed enemy positions to attack teams who responded immediately, achieving high hit rates. In one instance, a recon drone spotted a Russian soldier on a motorcycle. The team guided FPV drone operators to him, and he was eliminated shortly afterward. Drone operators skillfully flew drones deep into forested areas where it's especially risky, since even a single collision with a tree can trigger a premature explosion. Such operations honestly require pinpoint accuracy. July 4, 2025. A building being used as a Russian shelter came under attack. An FPV drone precisely approached the structure and dropped its payload inside, causing a massive explosion and completely destroying the building. At another shelter, the drone dropped explosives near the door. Even though the Russian soldiers tried to flee, the blast was so powerful that it disabled them before they could escape. An underground bunker was also hit and completely destroyed shortly afterward. Meanwhile, Ukraine's Spartan unit continued its patrol mission. Their first target homes and shelters used by enemy troops. The unit, armed with powerful FPV drones, struck buildings, causing huge explosions and debris to fly everywhere. They kept moving toward Pokrovsk in Donetsk. Russian forces attempted to breach Ukrainian defenses using bikes and motorcycles, but Ukrainian troops, on constant alert, took them out as soon as they entered Spartan's operational zone. Now Russian invaders are hiding in bunkers under the rubble, waiting for the reinforcements their commanders promised, hoping to survive. Among the burnt-out vehicles or hiding in the bushes, wherever they tried to stay hidden, Russian soldiers' hopes were in vain. Ukrainian drones patrol the front lines day and night, 24/7, just like shown in the video. And the result is always the same: detect, track, destroy. No Russian soldier escapes that cycle. Russian forces planted their flag near the Hirits border crossing in the Ukrainian Chorny region, likely for propaganda or sabotage. But Ukrainian forces quickly shredded the enemy's flag using an FPV Kamikaze drone, stopping their attempt to claim any symbolic presence on Ukrainian soil. July 4, 2025. The 14th Separate Reconnaissance Drone Brigade of Ukraine's armed forces launched a successful airstrike on a high-value target in Sergiev Posad near Moscow. Ukrainian attack drones hit the Institute of Applied Chemical Sciences, which is, honestly, one of Russia's most critical military-industrial complexes. This institute was responsible for developing thermobaric warheads for Shahed-type Kamikaze drones, as well as incendiary mixtures used in heavy flamethrower systems like the TOS-1 Buratino. These kinds of weapons are, well, especially devastating in urban warfare. Ukraine's 225th Separate Assault Battalion and the BBS Pentagon Drone Unit carried out a joint mission in Donetsk, Kursk region, Russia. Ukrainian recon units first identified the location of a Russian drone team. FPV Kamikaze drones were immediately launched and destroyed the site. The goal? To stop Russian drone attacks on Ukraine's front lines. Russian forces had been launching both surveillance and attack drones from this base. The strike was successful and at least temporarily disrupted enemy operations in the area. July 2025. Near Novokrianka, Donetsk region, Ukraine's 46th Airmobile Assault Brigade launched a massive FPV drone operation. Recon drones picked up enemy movement in the forest, and the troops responded by launching a wave of kamikaze drones at Russian positions. Russian forces were hiding in the woods and underground shelters, but they were relentlessly bombed. As drones dropped explosives on enemy troops, FPV kamikaze drones took out infantry on the move and destroyed the shelters. Some Russian soldiers were spotted fleeing in panic, but were immediately tracked and eliminated. After destroying a Russian position, Ukrainian drone operators quickly noticed Russian troops trying to retreat from the area. Surveillance drones tracked them, and FPV drones hit them with synchronized strikes. One of the biggest targets destroyed was a bridge on July 3, 2025. Near Novodsk in the Luhansk region, a key Russian military target was hit. Ukraine's BBPS Signum drone unit spotted Russian troops and vehicles at a river crossing. FPV drones were deployed quickly. As soon as the drones were spotted, Russian soldiers scattered. A Ukrainian drone hit a truck carrying a ground-based unmanned vehicle. The strike forced the Russians to retreat and also destroyed a high-value enemy robotic warfare system. July 4, 2025. Drone operators from Ukraine's 128th Mountain Assault Brigade launched a series of precise FPV drone strikes targeting Russian frontline positions. The unit advanced with ease, forcing enemy troops into panic. Russian soldiers were moving around Ukrainian territory like they owned the place until they saw the Ukrainian drones. That's when they ditched their vehicles and tried to hide in nearby forests. But that was a big mistake. Ukrainian FPV drone operators struck hard, teaching the invaders a brutal lesson. For these skilled operators, destroying enemy targets has become routine. First, they leveled an underground shelter. Then, they hit a pipeline used by Russian forces. July 5, 2025. In this footage, you'll see how Ukrainian soldiers used FPV drones to destroy Russian vehicles. Kamikaze drones cut off enemy convoys, preventing them from moving, and secondary strikes turned their trucks into scrap metal. July 4, 2025. Drone hunters in action. Drone pilots from Ukraine's Signum battalion spotted a Russian Euro-logistics vehicle maneuvering through treetops near the Lyman line. An FPV drone operator stalked the vehicle like a hunter, keeping a low profile. Then, strike! The drone suddenly appeared, forcing the vehicle to slam on the brakes. Russian troops panicked and jumped out, but it was too late. The FPV drone dove right into the cabin and exploded. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the news channel, like the video, leave a comment, and stay tuned for more updates. Your support helps